30-year mortgage. Down the red line down the bottom is the 30-year mortgage. We've got them out in 11 years. We've saved them $176,000 in interest, and we've saved them nearly 19 years. They take the same money that they were paying on the mortgage, so we're not telling them to earn any more. We're not looking at any extra income. We're not looking at refinancing or borrowing or anything like that. This is exactly the same situation they're currently on. They take that money, they invest it at the same interest rate, and let's say this is 4 or 5% or whatever it is, and they invest it over that same period of time, and they could have over $1 million. The results in advanced report came about because what I wanted to do for people was I wanted to prove to people that what this program will do before you decide to invest or not invest in it. Okay, and investing is a very important word when it comes to anything like this. The same as you do with financial planning. It's all about investing, making important financial decisions. And in this particular case, you can see that these people had debts of $353,000. See if I can't just make that a bit bigger. Oh, there we go. So they had debts of $353,000. There we go. That's better. What's happened here is these people have total debts. They have a $300,000 mortgage, and they have $53,000 worth of personal debt. And on top of that, what they're going to pay is $265,000 worth of interest over the next 30 years. And you can see here the orange is the 30 years, and you can see the $265,000 is the interest. On the other side, if they follow what the Money Rules program tells them to do, and keeping in mind, we've not made any changes here. This is just following what the program tells them to do. Instead of paying $265,000 in interest, they'll pay $169,000 in interest, and instead of 30 years, they'll be out in 21 years. Now that's all of their debt over that period of time. So here's the $265,000. Here's the $169,000. This is the 30 years, and this is the 21 years. And when we look down here, what we're going to save them between those two is $95,000. And we're going to save them close on 9 years. Keeping in mind, we haven't changed a thing. Okay. Now, the red line, if you look at this graph, that red line is the mortgage period. That's a 30-year mortgage period. We've saved them 9 years. So we come back to this point here, and that's on the 21 years. At that particular point in time, if they take the same money that they were paying on their mortgage and their debts over that next 9 years and invest it at the same interest rate that they were paying on their mortgage, they could end up with $201,000, $202,000. And that is, this graph is the whole premise of the program. And that's the important thing. But people never get to see it. And that's the real shame. Because it's like trying to tell young people, start saving way back here. And the young person says, oh, look, you're an older person. Times are different now. They're not like when you were our age. But the reality is nothing has changed. If they start saving back here, they could have a fortune up here. So this is the first report. After we've been through the program with clients, this and I'm hoping that you're seeing this one, is the second report. And where are we there? Yep, beautiful. Yep, there we go. Okay. So this is the second report. There we go. So we've still got that original presentation that's over here, the 265,000 in the 30 years. But what we've done is we've been through the program with them, we've made some changes, and instead of being 21 years, I'll just see if I can slide that in there. There we go. So we can do the comparison better. So instead of 21 years, we're down to 11 years. And instead of 169,000 or even the 265,000, they're down to $88,000 in interest. Now, you're going to pay interest on any borrowings. So, you know, the amount is going to sort of, I would say, be irrelevant. You're going to pay interest. What you do will make a difference to the amount of interest that you pay. So
can you just go through that again? What did you actually change in order to have such a drastic change from 21 years to 11 years?
Okay, so what we did was we sat down with a client and we went through a number of different things within the program that they can change where they're currently spending money, and each of those changes has an impact. Right? So the difference here is just the graphs. And without showing you how we've achieved that, I'd need to go into the program to show you how that's achieved. But it's easy stuff. Right? Mm-hmm. It's unbelievable sometimes how much of a difference you can actually make. But 11 years and 88,000 instead of 21 years or even 30 years, and saving all that money. If we go again to, where are we, down here, and we look at this comparison, instead of 201,000, again, that 30-year mortgage, down that red line down the bottom is the 30-year mortgage. We've got them out in 11 years. We've saved them $176,000 in interest, and we've saved them nearly 19 years. They take the same money that they were paying on the mortgage, so we're not telling them to earn any more. We're not looking at any extra income. We're not looking at refinancing or borrowing or anything like that. This is exactly the same situation they're currently on. They take that money, they invest it at the same interest rate, and let's say this is 4 or 5% or whatever it is, and they invest it over that same period of time, and they could have over $1 million. This is what we do with everybody, because results in advance is the important step that people need to take. Okay, we're not going to start working with people until we know that we can actually help them. There's no value in charging anything. Go to this page. They'll get there. Where are we? You go to this page first, watch the video, and just enter your name, and it will send you the link. The link will get you through to this page. And in this page, you'll be able to download the categories booklet. And what I suggest you do, write everything down, right? Write down all of your expenses. And then go across here to the data entry form, which is online, and enter everything. And you'll find that it's very easy to do. You put in your name, your email. You don't need to worry about a password. But under consultant, put in Paul Woodward. Okay, and then just start entering your details. And once you've done that, you'll end up getting this report, which is the first report. This is the report that everybody will end up getting. And once you've got that report, if it looks, something half decent for you, then you can get in touch and we can go through the next stage, which is going through the whole program in exactly the same fashion as I did just now. Now, all of that has taken less than an hour.
Yeah.
So it's not hard. It's not rocket science. The hardest part is getting the information together and filling it out in here. And once you've got it here, it is so easy to just transpose it across to on screen. And then you hit the submit button, just watch the video, see how it works. It's not hard. Hit the submit button and away you go.